A financial order crosses continents in seconds, yet someone must produce, interpret and coordinate it from a specific place. That contradiction opens Saskia Sassen's central question: why does an increasingly global economy need decisive functions concentrated in particular cities? Her concept of the global city answers by examining where dispersed processes are organized. Certain metropolises concentrate command functions, finance and specialized services capable of coordinating activities distributed across the world. Globalization, therefore, does not make geography irrelevant. It produces new strategic places. The city matters precisely because the economy becomes dispersed. The wider the networks become, the greater the need for points capable of coordinating them. Global power still needs places where it can become operational. The mechanism begins with a spatial paradox. Economic activities can be distributed across distant territories, but this dispersion creates new coordination needs. Finance, command functions, and specialized services then concentrate in particular urban nodes. According to Sassen, these cities become important because they help organize a world economy fragmented across space. The point is not simply that some cities are large or wealthy. A global city performs functions within networks extending beyond its boundaries. This can be read as a territorial division of labor. Some places concentrate capacities for direction while many activities remain dispersed. Technology may connect distance, but coordination still occurs from concrete spaces. Global and local therefore stop appearing as opposing scales. Part of the global economy must become localized before it can function. Imagine a first case. A company operates across many territories but needs to coordinate financial decisions and highly specialized services. That coordination may concentrate in a metropolis connected with other similar cities. The example is hypothetical and adds no external figures. It simply illustrates the logic supplied by Sassen. The city operates as a strategic node inside a wider network. Its importance does not come only from what it produces within its borders. It also depends on its capacity to organize relationships crossing borders. This changes our image of globalization. Instead of imagining flows floating above the planet without territory, we see an architecture of urban nodes. The world economy is dispersed, but part of its power must concentrate in order to coordinate that dispersion. A second case reveals the other side of this concentration. The same city containing finance, command functions, and specialized services can also concentrate inequality. The supplied material explicitly connects urban power and inequality within these strategic nodes. This prevents a celebratory reading of the global city. Concentrating decisive functions does not mean distributing their benefits or capacities equally. Our interpretation is that one metropolis can contain very different positions within the global economy. Some activities participate directly in strategic functions. Others sustain everyday urban life from less powerful positions. The global city therefore contains an internal tension. Its worldwide centrality can coexist with strong differences between people participating in different ways in the production and reproduction of that strategic node. The third case introduces migration and transnational networks. A person moves between countries while maintaining relationships connecting separate places. Many similar trajectories can form social networks extending across borders. Sassen studies these migrations alongside transformations in the global economy. The important point is that human mobility does not eliminate place either. It connects places. Cities can become nodes where transnational relationships meet, reorganize, and acquire new possibilities. This can be read as another dimension of the global city. Flows are not exclusively financial. People and social ties also circulate. A metropolis may be deeply inserted into worldwide networks because it concentrates economic functions, but also because its residents maintain connections extending beyond national boundaries. A reasonable counterargument now appears. If technologies and networks allow activities to be coordinated across distance, major urban concentrations should become less important. Firms and people can interact without sharing the same territory. From this perspective, globalization should disperse power rather than concentrate it. This argument deserves attention because dispersion is part of the problem Sassen examines. Her answer reverses the intuition. When activities become geographically distributed, coordinating them becomes more complex. Certain specialized functions can concentrate in order to manage that complexity. Distance does not eliminate the need for nodes. It can reinforce it. The global city does not contradict a dispersed economy. It emerges as strategic infrastructure for organizing that economy. urban space remains important because some capacities must become localized and connected. The idea of expulsion introduces a harder dimension. The supplied material states that Sassen also studies processes of expulsion. This directs attention toward people pushed outside particular positions, spaces, or networks. We do not need to add mechanisms absent from the supplied text. We can connect this concern with the concentration of power and inequality already identified. My editorial reading is that the global city raises an uncomfortable political question. A territory can become extraordinarily central to the world economy while also producing processes that push certain groups away. Centrality and exclusion are not necessarily opposites. They can coexist within the same urban configuration. Asking who connects the world economy therefore also requires asking who remains outside the positions from which that connection is organized. Return to the financial order from the opening. It moves through a worldwide network, but its existence depends on capacities concentrated in concrete places. Our initial question asked why globalization needs cities where power concentrates. Sassen answers by showing that a dispersed economy requires nodes capable of coordinating it. Finance, command functions, and specialized services make certain metropolises strategic points. Migration and transnational networks add other connections. Inequality and expulsions remind us that this centrality also has a social geography. Globalization does not dissolve the city. It reorganizes its importance. My final reading is that the global city is powerful precisely because of this contradiction. It connects distant territories while concentrating very specific capacities. Seeing where global flows land also reveals who gains power, who sustains those connections, and who may be pushed outside them.